Okay, I'm here in western Colorado. I've been hunting for 9 days. I came with a road camp, but I always bring a backup tent because I need to spike out. A lot of times the first 2, 3, 4 days I'm just glassing country trying to decide what bucks to go after, and then I gotta get in there and live with them. And this Nallo 3 GT from One Shot Gear is the tent I brought this year, and it's a 3-man tent. It's bigger than what I need for 1 man, but I just came off of a 10-day hunt in Idaho, and I stayed in this tent the entire time. When you start staying in a tent that long, the extra room is really nice. If you're with a buddy, this 3-man still has plenty of room for 2 guys. It's a 3-man, so you can get 3 in it, but 2 would live really comfortable in here. Easy to set up. I timed it last night. This is only the 3rd time I've set it up. It took me 9 minutes to have it all the way up. It's really easy to set up, especially for a tent that's not freestanding. It's bomb-proof as far as weather. I've only had it in a couple of thunderstorms, but just looking at all the features, how many tie-outs there are, and the 3-pole system, it'd take a hurricane to knock this thing over. And as I was talking about the ample size of it, the sleeping area is about average, but the vestibule is huge. And when you get in hunting bad weather and you got to pull all your gear inside, it's really nice to have a big vestibule. This vestibule is plenty for cooking. A lot of vestibules you're really worried about melting your fly or anything with your flame. This one, lots of room, lots of room. I'll take you through the tent and kind of show you some of the features. Okay, it's a true 4-season tent, but a lot of times when you're hunting in the early fall, you get warm weather. This tent has got a ventilation system. You can open that up right there. There's one in the back you can open up, get a breeze going through there. You can really open up this vestibule here. I won't tie that back right now. And then over here, that up, and what that does is gives you airflow all the way through your tent, and still easy to zip shut if you're going to encounter some weather, want to cover your gear. The tent is literally, I think, 15 feet long. It's a big tent, but again, for a couple of guys, you can live comfortably in that. You can see the sleeping area starts right there. So the front third of the tent is vestibule, and then the back third is your sleeping area. Come around here. This is not a vestibule, but you can zip it open right there for more airflow. The tie-outs, I've got mild weather now, so I don't even have them tight, but there's plenty of tie-outs on this thing to really cinch it down. It's got some adjustments for the stakes. Sometimes you can't get your stake right where you want it, so you can adjust it, avoid a rock, whatever you need to do. Now I'll take you inside the tent. Okay, up in the vestibule now. This thing is huge. It's probably literally 6 feet across this, front to back, and then side to side 5 feet. Just plenty of room. The tent is actually 2 tents in one. It's got the outer tent, which makes the vestibule, and then it's got the inner sleeping quarters. That's what's here. And it zips open. It also can zip apart so that you have a bug screen. And you see I've got my bag in there, plenty for 1 guy. Plenty for 1 guy. Like I said, I lived in this thing for almost 10 days. Very comfortable. 2 guys, you'd still have some room for some gear in there. Another really neat thing about the tent is if you're getting past your first frost and you don't have bugs, and you're not in hurricane weather, you really want to open your tent up I won't undo the whole thing, but you can see, and as long as that took me, if I did it one more time, I would have all that extra room there. That space it would add to the space of your tent, more height, really give you a lot of breeze through your shelter. Just be a great way to pack in an extra guy, have plenty of room. Just one more feature on this. Plus, it really helps with the condensation, having this inner tent, because your inner tent is insulated from the cold of the outside, and a lot of times that's what causes you to get really bad condensation. So a lot of thought went into this tent. Of course, you know, Hilleberg, leader in tents out there for hardcore backcountry stuff like this. And One Shot Gear's got the Nallo 3 GT. They've got the 2-man. They've got the 3-man. They've got all the good Hilleberg stuff. So take a look at that, and I'm really happy with mine. I think this is my 12th night I've spent in it, and good stuff.